Well, they got one today in a trade. Shane Baz. They acquired him from the Rays. They traded outfielder Slater DeBron, who they drafted last year, catcher Caden Bodine, who they drafted last year, pitcher Michael Ferret, outfitter Austin Overn, and a competitive balance pick. Just for perspective, MLB Pipeline had DeBron as the Orioles' 6th prospect, Bodine 10, Ferret 11, and Overn 30. And the pick. So it's significant, but Baz has 3 years of club control.
Yeah, look, it's the price of pitching is never cheap.
Nope.
I like Shane Baz. I've been a Shane Baz
You've
guy.
had a Shane Baz fetish for a while.
I saw Shane Baz pitch in the minors several times. I thought he had a chance to, and I know that Glasnow was in this trade as well, but I thought he had a chance to be the best arm that the Rays got in that Chris Archer trade, and that's where he came from. He came from the Pirates organization in the Archer trade. He, like pretty much everybody in the Rays system, then quickly had Tommy John after the trade. He's back on the other side of that. There's a lot I like about Shane Baz. It's also a big price to pay, and my fear is that this is the quote-unquote big move. And that the second move, and this happened within hours of Michael King being off the market, by the way.
Yes. I don't know, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, because I don't know that they're related, because I still think they're going to sign a pitcher. But
I do too, but I don't think it's going to be the Framber Valdez and those types of guys. So I think when King left and they didn't want to do Evaldi money for King, then I think they made this move because I think this is the he's got 3 years of control. King went for 3 years. I don't think they're doing a 5 or 6 year pitching contract. And so I think that it'll be a Martin Perez type or somebody like that. And that doesn't mean that won't be bang for your buck. But I do worry that this is the main deal. I also worry that the Rays have a pretty good feel on when something's off with a guy or something that they saw internally that makes them think he's maybe not going to be what we all thought he could be. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this one. You look at him last year, I would bet his strikeout totals on the road, and I would fade him or leave him alone at home.
He didn't like pitching in that little stadium.
Good for him.
He did not like pitching in Steinbrenner Park.
I think he's kind of been raised like a lot of Rays pitchers that once he gets through 5 innings, I think I have some concerns about that. You could say that's the whole industry. Maybe it is. I have concerns, again, that they know something about what's on the other side for him health-wise. And look, do I think Mike Elias was going to develop Michael Fort into a top 2 starter? No, frankly, I don't. Do I think the Rays could? I absolutely do. I think that kid had as good a chance of anybody to be the first true success story of someone who came all the way up through their system and then maybe within the next year or two, like they've got some 18 and 19-year-olds who everybody loves, but that's a long way off. I mean, this is a kid who, like, if you told me he's pitching for the Rays in September, I wouldn't flinch.
Do you still trust the Rays? And like these aren't your father's Rays. Stephen Friedman's been gone for a while now. He's with the Dodgers. Is it Steve Friedman? Andrew Friedman. Stephen Friedman's the law office of Michael A. Friedman. Yeah. Andrew Friedman is now with the Dodgers. As soon as I said it, I'm like, that's not the right name. And quite frankly, they've seemed to have magic for years that doesn't seem to be there at the major league level. So what I'm asking is, do they still have that in them like they used to?
Look, I think Michael Ford has a chance to be an interesting, meaningful major league starter. I don't think he's one of these kids who's destined for the bullpen or anything like that. I mean, they basically traded 3 first-round picks, their top closest to major league ready pitching prospect, to get this guy. And Overn, who's going to be viewed as the throw-in.
He's a freak.
He's one of the only outfielders in the system I really did like, and I think he's got a chance to be a really interesting 4th outfielder on a good baseball team. So it's a real price. That's what you have to do. And I like Shane Baz. And he threw almost 170 innings last year. He struck out 176.
Finished strong last 5 starts
that he can get swings and miss with. Like, he's got the frame. I mean, he's a big boy, 6'3". Like, he holds his weight. He's not like a string bean. Like, there's a lot to like about. I've liked Shane Baz for a long time.
But that's the thing, Jason, because this thing is twofold for me, where everyone's going to see the price that the Orioles had to pay. A, it's a starting pitcher with control. B, it's a team in your division. So you're going to have to overpay for them to be willing to give this away. And is there some concern that you may have? Oh, is this possible damaged goods situation? Sure, but the Orioles are clearly buying the opposite of that. And the home road splits are stark. 18 home runs given up in 16 starts in home games last year compared to 8 home runs in 15 games. 5.90 ERA to a 3.86 ERA. I think with the Baz move, I'm for it, but if your concern ends up coming to fruition where this is the main thing, then I don't feel as good about it. I still think they're going to sign one of those.
I don't think it's going to be Framber because I don't think they're going 6 or 7. I still do. I think they're going to sign Ranger Suarez. Yeah. And if they do that, and with Shane Baz, then that's I sort of view this, Jason, from the same prisms I viewed the Taylor Ward trade. Yeah. Like, if that's the big hitting move, I don't like it. But then you bring in Pete Alonso. Now you got to love that move because now you've lengthened the lineup significantly. If Shane Baz is the secondary move you make in the starting rotation, then there's a lot to like about this move, despite what you gave up, because they're all lottery tickets. And the other thing that I thought of about thinking about this a little while ago, they've changed their spots because they used to hang on to prospects. They're saying, you might not like our core, but we know that none of these guys we just traded is going to help Gunnar Henderson win a World Series. So we're going to make moves to try to
just got drafted.
Yeah, so like we're going to make moves to help because we might only have Gunnar Henderson for 3 more years. So we're going to buttress what's around him and try to win with him.
Look, there's definitely risk involved in this trade, and they had to start doing those things, and they did. And look, maybe the Twins just all of a sudden really decided they wouldn't trade Joe Ryan. But
that was the report.
I would rather have done this plus something for a Joe Ryan type than Shane Baz. But I don't dislike the move. My fear is that this is the move.
So you told me about. I'll be honest. I didn't know about Shane Baz until you put him on my radar. What's his ceiling? Assuming he gets.
This is someone who could mess around and have a year or two where he's getting Cy Young consideration. Like, I thought that could be possible.
Yeah. So they've flipped, and they've made 2 trades this year. They traded a bunch of prospects and Grayson Rodriguez for Taylor Ward and Shane Baz.
Yeah, like, I prefer Shane Baz to Grayson Rodriguez.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
by the way,
that's not even really even close for me, to be honest with you.
And one guy made 30 starts. The other guy didn't make an appearance.
That's not even – that's what is it? You can't make oranges be apples?
Yeah, you can't make oranges be peaches.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Look, Shane Baz I find it to be a very intriguing, interesting, meaningful trade. I just hope he's not the only controllable veteran pitcher of any note they bring in.
Can I ask you also, because you follow this stuff, the Rays have been very busy today. They also made a 3-team trade trading Brandon Lau.
Yeah, I wonder, like, if their ownership structure or, like, it's weird that all of a sudden they're moving the salary all at once right before Christmas, right before the new year. I don't know if there's rhyme or reason to that. I don't know if it's as simple as we want to get stuff done before Christmas, or if there's something with the way that ownership group is structured, something about getting some of this off the books before the end of the year. I don't know the minutia there, but the timing is interesting.